What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the Trailer Park Live right here on the 2nd Street Marvel, where we're coming at you live every single Friday night around 8 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. I do apologize a little bit for the delay, the little bit long intro right there. There was technical difficulties with stuff, you know how Streamlabs is. If you've ever run a live stream or anything like that, you probably know that Streamlabs can be a real... It can test you sometimes, right? It can test you. Maybe I'll just leave it at that. It can test you, and it was certainly testing me just now. But thank you all so much for being here tonight. Now, in case this is your first time here, what I typically do is I start off the show talking about some of the comic books that I pulled from my local comic book shop, Basis Cards and Comics, right here in Lancaster, California. Typically, I usually talk about those. And sometimes I actually pick some up from my other local comic book shop, that is Horizon Comics and Collectibles here in Lancaster, California as well. Both some absolutely great comic book shops if you're ever in the Southern California area, specifically, what am I? No, I'm not going there. Specifically, the northern part of LA County, and you happen to be in the Lancaster area, you should definitely make sure that you stop by and check them out. Even if you're not close, it's probably worth the trip because they are both excellent shops that are there to serve their customers. They are the best at what they do, respectively. So I normally start out talking about those, then I get in and I talk about some of the indie comic books and things, and we also talk about some of the other things that have happened throughout the week, and it's going to be no different tonight. And one of the things we're going to talk about tonight is, what do you value when it comes to your hard-earned money? When it comes to spending your money on a comic book or indie, specifically crowdfunded comic books, indie creators out there, whether it be on Kickstarter, Indiegogo, or anywhere in between, what are the things that you value when it comes to deciding what to back and what books to buy? And that could even come down to what you value when you head to your local comic book shop and pick up books as well. Because, there are certain things that you look for, and there are certain things that you value over other things, and different things that you take into consideration when deciding what to spend your hard-earned dollars on. We're going to talk a little bit about that tonight. I guess that's something that we kind of talk a lot about here on the channel anyway, right? So, one of the things, and I forgot that one thing. If you're here, make sure you subscribe. Smash that like button. Click the bell so you get the notifications. Click all and all that stuff. Share, the like. Share it out with your friends, and all that good stuff. Make sure you do all that stuff. It really does help. I do greatly appreciate it. You being here watching the stream is absolutely important to me. The engagement really helps out. And in case you've never been here, one of the things that I do is I get I kind of get sometimes I say I'm going to do a shorter live stream, but then the energy of the people always seems to, keep me going, right? It seems to keep me going once we get here into these streams. So anyway, guys, one of the things that I picked up this week, I didn't actually pick up my books from my local comic book shop this week. I think I had like 2 books on my pull list this week, and I ended up not picking those up. And I don't know, there ended up being a few other books that came in. There wasn't much to read, and there wasn't anything really exciting like I felt like I had to pick it up. So what I did pick up is something else. I've had some other things that I ordered through the comic shop. In case you guys don't know, I've really kind of gotten into more of the older classic Marvel stuff. And I've been ordering some omnibuses. I've got a couple there waiting for me. They're a little expensive. Some things happen in my personal life. I haven't been able to pick them up. So I went ahead and I put off the books that I got for this week, and I picked this up right here. This is Mark Spector Moon Knight, the omnibus right here. I picked this up right here. This retails for $125, as you can see right there. Now, this particular book has 41 issues contained within this book. It contains Mark Spector Moon Knight 1 through 34, as well as Amazing Spider-Man numbers 353 through 358, as well as Moon Knight Divided We Fall, and material from Punisher Annual 1988 number 2. And the majority of this book right here, the first 24 issues, is written by the legendary Chuck Dixon. So I haven't actually read any of this series at all. What I have read of the Moon Knight stuff and what made me decide to get this particular omnibus as well and have it on pre-order was I actually, was a little over, I don't know, maybe about 2 years ago at this point, I bought the first Moon Knight omnibus, the original run by, oh man, who was it? Doug Mank and Bill Sienkiewicz. Absolutely great book. Really turned me into a Moon Knight fan. I picked that up because, you know, the Marvel Cinematic Universe was getting ready to come out with the Moon Knight show, and I'm like, shit, man, I don't really know much about Moon Knight. I'm gonna read this book and see how it is. I read the book and it was absolutely great. Really enjoy this character. Really don't enjoy, you know, like kind of what they did with the show as far as changing some of the aspects of the character and things like that. The show itself was okay, but it's really nothing compared to what this particular comic book series is. And this one right here is a little bit different. I've got the first 2 volumes of that original Moon Knight run, and this right here is basically the next stories, if you will, of Moon Knight. And I can't wait to get into this. It's a pretty nice book. I'll probably do like a video. I need to do videos on some of these omnibuses and showing them off a little bit more, because when you get into it, I mean, you got these dust covers on here, and then a lot of times when you get in here, you take the dust cover off. You know, you've got the covers of what is on these books, and just some of the extra goodies and things like that contained within. And there definitely is a difference between when you get a book like this one right here, that's some of the older books, some of the more classic runs that they had done, and I would say generally the older stuff, compared to some of the newer books that have different sort of graphics and things on the inside, or I guess on the hardcover of these books. Absolutely good stuff when it comes to getting a lot of these omnibuses. I've been picking these things up, and you know, for the most part, I've been picking a lot of them up because like this, I guess this is the way I collect the old stuff. I know you can find plenty of these old books if you have local shops near you where you can go diving through all those short and long boxes that they have there. But a lot of times when it comes down to it, there are plenty of these older stories and older books that you might find in not the greatest condition, which to me, I mean, isn't the biggest deal. But, you know, like, the other thing is, like, when it comes to that kind of stuff, you know, a lot of people go through and they do that, you know, they get into the collecting and all that stuff. Some of those books can be very expensive. I did the math on this one through 41 issues at $125. That's average about $3 per book. Which, I mean, that's not terrible, but that's like kind of like today's prices. But it also is in this nice hardcover format. It's in a nice, it's, you know, just in this format. It's got, you know, some extra stuff in there as well, which a lot of the extra stuff is going to be like extra covers, alternate covers and stuff that they had for some of these different books as well. But when you go out and you find a lot of these older classic books, a lot of them can be expensive, especially if there's something in one of these particular books. You're like, oh, you want that Moon Knight issue #1? Yeah, you know how much that book probably costs? I don't even know, but it probably costs more than $4 per book if you went and got it, right? But the other thing is, if you're going out to collect like that, like a collector going shopping, you know, and you know, there's short boxes, long boxes, you know, going through all of those books, chances are you're a collector and you are getting those things to add to your collection. A lot of people like to have them slabbed, you know, where they have them slabbed, where, you know, they put them in that nice little plastic sleeve thing, and, you know, and then you can't do nothing with it. You know, it's like shrink wrapping your dick and never playing with it again. I'm not all about that life, man. I'm not all about that life. I want to play with it. You know, I want to get it out, smell the book and the pages. That's the kind of things I want to do. So these books to me are definitely worth that. But that's kind of the subject and the theme of our show tonight is you know, what do you value when it comes to the books that you are reading, the things that you are buying. Me, I see no problem in buying this collection of books in this format. It is, like I said, a little bit pricey, but I love how it looks on the shelf. And I wouldn't say it's necessarily easier to read because you don't want to drop this thing on your face if you're laying in bed reading this thing. But for me, that's one of the things I like, is I like how it looks on the shelf. It stores really nice, and it's a little different than having, say, all of these books in the single issues, taking up a lot more space by the time you have them bagged and boarded and everything in between. It's, it's different. All right, it's a little different. But that's just one of the things that I like about these omnibuses. But let me know what you think down in the comments below. And also, since that is the theme of tonight's show, what are the things that you value when it comes to your comic book reading, comic book collecting? Are you a collector at all? Chances are, and that's the one thing I've talked about before too. A lot of people's like, oh, I'm not a collector, I'm a reader. I used to say the same thing. I'm a reader, I'm not a collector. But the thing is, unless you're reading what you buy and then just throwing it away or giving it away, you're collecting it, right? You really are. So let me know, what are the things that you value when it comes to, and what are the things that you look for when it comes to buying certain comic books, going and backing crowdfunded comics or anything like that. I want to know all your thoughts down in the comments below. Once again, I want to thank you all so much for being here tonight. I want to thank you all. Make sure, once again, you're subscribed, smash the like button, share the stream out with your friends. If you do like what you're seeing here, just make sure you're subscribed. You have all those notifications on. And if you want to support the channel with your hard-earned dollars, I do greatly appreciate it. One of the things I do with some of the money that I get from the channel memberships is I do giveaways like this right here. I will be giving away very soon. This is Lady Death, Diabolical Harvest. This is the 16th chapter of Lady Death in the Coffin Comics universe, since they have started their own crowdfunding campaigns. This is a 48-page book. It is like square bound. You probably can't see that the best through there. 48 pages, signed by Brian Pulido, the man himself, right there. It's got a certificate of authenticity. And these are some of the projects that I back because they are great at their customer service. They've got some great stories in here, great art, and the value of these, I think, is pretty good. These right here, if you go to back their campaigns, cost, I want to say $28 or $29 for this particular book. But along with that, when you go, and back one of their campaigns, you also get a lot of the little stretch goals, the little things that come with every level that they have different funding goals for. Sometimes you get bookmarks, character cards, stickers. We got a koozie, wooden nickels. We got buttons, pins, little flags, all kinds of different goodies that come along with those as well. And so they have particular deals over there when they do these. A lot of times they have this the premiere edition like this right here, as well as the hardcover editions, which I have some of these lined up back here that are the hardcovers. You can usually get those for around $70 some for each one. Very, very good stuff here. But I will be giving this away to one of our channel members here very soon. All you got to do is be a channel member. That's it. That's it. You don't have to like the video. You don't have to share it out to everybody, but you should. And you don't have to leave a comment telling me why I should give it to you or any of that stuff. You just got to be a channel member. That's it. That's it. That's it. But once again, thank you all so much for being here today. I'm going to get here into the chats and see what everybody is up to, and then we'll flap our gums about a little more stuff going on in the comic book world. Let's see. I see we've got a couple of member chats here. One from my man Lord Veedo, member for 33 months, sends a digital copy. Oh yeah, showing some love. All right, thank you so much, Lord Veedo. I greatly appreciate it. Lord Veedo, great man, been around for a while. He's right now living it up in New York with his uncle, becoming a cake boss. And look out, Lord Veedo. Just look out, man. I'm coming for you. I'm quite the cake boss myself, and I'm self-taught. So yeah. Look out, man. I know how to make a mean cake, man. But thank you so much for being here. We've also got a 33-month member chat from my man RC Scott. It says 33 blunts for 33 months. Ha ha. Yeah. Hell yeah, man. I haven't smoked in a while, man. I haven't smoked since like March, and it wasn't like uh, I'm trying to quit or anything like that. Like, there was just a lot. I had a lot of things due for my business and just stuff in my personal life that I just had. I was stretched very thin throughout February and March, and getting things all caught up. And then I just didn't buy any, and I still haven't, and it's been that long. And that's one of the things I was telling my wife too. And she's like, "Do you feel any different?" Because a lot of people do that. Like, oh, I feel more concentrated. I do this. I'm more productive, or this or that, and blah blah blah. And I'm like for me, I really don't. I don't feel more. I don't feel more. I don't feel more productive. I don't feel more like able to concentrate more. I don't feel better in my workouts or anything like that. And I know one of the things for a lot of people is I wouldn't like is a dependency, right? Is a dependency on certain things, on a substance or whatnot, And I think for me, it's just one of the extras. Even though I would smoke a few times a day, but for me, it's still just one of the extras. It's not like I don't need it. It's not something I can't live without. But, I think Anthrax actually did this song on their Volume 8, The Threat Is Real album called, what was it? Toast to the Extras. Anyway, it just kind of has to do with that. It's not something I depend on. It's something I like to do. And from time to time, I don't depend on it. I know a lot of people out there are very opposite when it comes to not only things like that, but plenty of other things. I mean, I think the biggest thing that a lot of people are addicted to that really can't live without, and I would say it's definitely something you should check out is, and I hear this from so many people, I can't start my day without my caffeine. I need my coffee. I need my, whatever it is, right? Look, if you can't start your day without some caffeine, it's probably something you need to look at. It's probably something you need to have examined. Maybe cut it out for a while or not do it, or just maybe think about what your dependence on that is, because it's not really a good thing. It's not really a good thing. I mean, caffeine is a drug just like marijuana and cocaine or anything else out there. It's a drug just the same. And of course, we could all take a look at sugar too, but I'm not here to preach about all that right now, right? But you should look into those kinds of things. But for me, like I said, I haven't smoked in a while. I still feel good. I feel great. I felt great even when I was smoking. Do I miss it? Yeah. Like actually, even today and even a couple days ago, I was like, man, I could sure go for a fat bowl right now, man. I could sure go for a fat bowl, but I just haven't. I still haven't bought any. I just been so busy with so much shit. I just haven't had the time. To. Although maybe I should, because sometimes it's good to maybe shoot a video and then get out here and get all faded and start editing a video. But yes, thank you guys so much. Thank you to RC Scott and my man Lord Veedo. I see we've also got Daniel Fisher here in the building. StarWarsMCU-OG. How are you doing? And yeah, guys, I'm sorry I was late. I went out for a bike ride. I was a few minutes late. I went out for a bike ride. Really quick bike ride. Quick, hard, quick, to the point. And I got home and I was like, man, I need to feed my fat gut. I took a quick shower, and then I got some food. And I was like, man, just time was really not on my side. I apologize. And then, of course, just some technical difficulties. But I greatly appreciate you being here. Daniel Fisher, when I said I was trying to feed my fat gut, he said I was trying not to revisit Thor Love and Thunder in my head. Yes, we got Just Fernie in the house. Thank you so much for being here, Fernie. I hope all is going well with you. And hey, I'm sorry I missed your message on Discord. I don't have on most of my apps and everything on my phone, except for stuff for my business and text messages. I guess phone calls too. I don't have notifications on. So I don't, so I'm not, just sitting there constantly all day. I missed your message. I seen you went to Renaissance Fair this last weekend, and he was trying to get a hold of me. See, I don't know. I guess for some advice, I still haven't been on Discord. But thank you so much for being here, Just Fernie. I hope you're doing well. Yes, let's see who else we got in here. Oh, 5 brews in already, Daniel Fisher. All right. All right. Jason from Polyhedral Paradise here as well. Yeah. Hey, it's Fat J. Oh, you mean you're having a Fat J? No fair. He says, that's me, Jay, in case y'all... Oh, okay, you're... Okay, Jay... I see what you're saying. I got you. Oh, okay, Daniel says he's feeling good already. All right. We got Daniel Fisher in the building. Says, yeah, back to the... Yeah, sorry. That was when I was having some technical difficulties here with Streamlabs. It was... I don't know, man. It's a real piece of shit sometimes. Let's see. Yeah, I hate technical difficulties. Yeah. Eric says Horizon my spot. Yeah, it's good. And and that's the thing is like with our local shops around here, we've got great owners in the shops that we have here, man. We've got some great owners here in the shop. Let's see. I see we've also says I haven't been into bases in a while, but I go to Horizon every month. Nice. Hell yeah, dude. We got Jedi Mike in the building. Says West Coast Avengers. Yeah. What's up, man? What the hell? What's with that? How come I only see Jedi Mike's messages in through Streamlabs. I don't even see him. I don't see him on the YouTube. Why aren't they on the YouTube? I only see them in Streamlabs. The hell? Do you guys see it? Do you guys? I don't see Jedi Mike. I don't see your messages through YouTube. I'm only seeing them on my Streamlabs. That's weird. The hell? Huh. I don't know. Thank you so much for being here, Jedi Mike, another one of the Myrtle Maniacs. Let's see. Well, I see we've also got Aggressively Relaxed as cocaine. RC Scott says, I value the wokeness of the writer, story, characters, and lettering. All right. So wokeness is something you're looking forward to. It's something you look forward to. All right. Let's see. Daniel Fisher says, cocaine accessories. Right. Yeah. Eric the Guapo says, I value art, action, and panel layout. If those things line up for me, then I am sold. Hell yeah. That works. Yeah, to me, I think art is a big thing when it comes to comic books. And definitely story, definitely story. Action can be like, I read plenty of books that don't have like much action in them, some that are just like, slice of life and stuff like that. I like a range of different stories. Not all superheroes. I like some good horror books too. Horror. Yeah, no enchanted suit, Daniel Fisher. None. We got Aglax in the building. Says, when it comes to indie comics, I look for something that has something to say. The writer seems pissed off about something. Yeah. Hell yeah, dude. Aggressively Relaxing says, Coffin Comics, yuck. Oh, come on, man. Coffin Comics are great. Brian Mccann in the building says, Lady Big Tits. Or, Lady Go Tits. Or, what? Comic book music soundtracks for comic book titles. Okay. All right. Yeah. I'm glad you haven't smoked since March, Trinity. Well, thank you. Like I said, I wasn't setting out on some sort of mission or anything. I mean, I want to. I've been meaning to. I just haven't. I'm so that's the thing is like I'm so busy with shit in my life. I just like I don't have time for a lot of shit right now. You know what I mean? I just don't have time for a lot of shit. But I want to smoke. Star Wars MCU-OG says I haven't smoked in at least 2 hours, man. Like shit, it's time to get a bowl and going up in this piece, man. We're gonna have to fucking roll a blunt. I'm not big into blunts. I prefer a joint, blunts. They use the tobacco or I just like I'm not really into that. I like the cigar paper. I prefer a nice fatty or a fat bowl. Brian McCann says fuck coffee. It's like sand. It gets everywhere. Yes. Are you? Brian McCann is like he's like Anakin about coffee. We got Lucas Texvenger in the building. What is up, my man? I hope all's going well with you. Are you in the middle of working? You got the night off? I know you. No, I know you ain't got. I know you ain't got Memorial Day weekend off. You son of. He's like, yeah, no, I gotta work. God damn it. As the boss, generally you have to. You know, generally, I'm not saying you have to, but you know, if you're a good boss. Ooh. No, I'm just kidding. If you're a good boss, if you're a good boss. You have your people are working, people are happy, they're happy to work those holidays, and they're gonna hold shit down while you go and have a great fucking weekend. If you're a good boss. Also, if you're a good boss, I mean, fuck them. And you can go take the weekend off anyway. I'm kidding. Kind of. No, but I'm sure you're a good boss, though. Yeah. Yeah, Brian, that's funny. Daniel Fisher says the same thing. Says, Brian sounds like you and Anakin. Yeah, you and Anakin. Yeah, just got here. Yeah, I was a little late anyway, Lucas, so you're all good. Say no to dope. Up with hope, down with dope. Yeah. Jared Dyer in the building. What's up, everybody? How you doing, Jared? I hope all is going well with you. I ain't seen you around in a little while, Jared. I hope all's going well with you, man. I hope, and not like here. I mean, I see you here, but you know, usually I see you in like other chats and shit, and maybe probably just been busy, and you know, all good. Let's see. Brian says I have seen too many friends fry their brain on Mary Jane dope. Yeah. Nah, they're probably smoking more than that, man. They're probably smoking a little bit more than them tweeds, man. Yeah. Yeah, click on all messages. I see his. Okay, you see him? Yeah, that's weird. I don't see. Yeah, I've got it on live chat. I don't see. It's just on my YouTube though. Just on my YouTube chat. It's just on my YouTube chat. I don't see him. Just on the YouTube chat. I see him on the Streamlabs app. I'm just not seeing it on the other. Here, let me see. I wonder if yeah, no. Not there. Toggle moderation activity. I don't even know what that means. Timestamps? Yeah, I don't see it. That's weird. Okay. All right. Well, as long as you guys are seeing, I don't see him on here at all. Okay, let's see. We got Mike Popcorn Porter in the building. Says, "What's up? I finally got home." Where were you at, Mike Porter? Were you at the movies? You were at the movies, weren't you? Or were you at another concert? Were you at another concert? I bet you were, weren't you? You know, inviting son of a. Anyway, let's see. Eric says, "Have you read The Seasons Have Teeth?" I have not. The Seasons Have Teeth. I haven't read that. Is that one of those? Is that a new one? Or is that one of the old, like, it sounds familiar. Heard a lot of good things about it. All right. Brian says, Trinity, would you rather have A, Venom symbiote, B, Super Soldier Serum, C, Star-Lord ship, or D, 60s Batmobile? You know what? Definitely not the Venom symbiote. Because Noel coming for your ass. And, you know, I think I got, the Star-Lord ship, I mean, that's kind of cool, you know. Star-Lord ship is kind of cool, you know. 60s Batmobile, definitely fucking cool, man. That shit's a classic, man. I grew up on that shit. You can obviously guess I'd go for Super Soldier Serum. Yeah? Hell yeah. Oh, yeah, I think I'd go for... What would you guys go for? Would you guys go for the symbiote, the Super Soldier Serum, Star-Lord ship, or the 60s Batmobile? You know, because I think if I had the 60s Batmobile, I might be able to pull some chicks. Of course, maybe if I had the Super Soldier Serum, I could too. Well, I mean, maybe not now. I mean, like, I'm married and have kids and shit now, but, you know, like, you know, kind kind of chicks will double up on me, do. Bold Cat Studios, thank you so much for being here. I hope you're having a very good evening. I'm not sure if I've seen you here before. Maybe I have. But thank you so much for being here. Greatly appreciated. Oh, just got home, about to have some beers. All right, nice. Yeah, you know what? I need to go get some beers too, man. I don't really drink that much either, you know, especially because, you know, I've been riding and shit, you know, like trying to cut back a little, man. Like the beer, man, that's like the big thing you got to cut out. But also the beer I drink, like I can have like one fucking beer and like, yeah, I'm good because it's got a good flavor. It's like 9% sometimes or more. And it's like, one gets me feeling good. Not drunk, but feeling good. And that's all I want. I just want to feel good. The thing I hate about like some of the other beers, like you know, something less than the beers I usually drink, or something less than the beer I usually drink, is it takes so many of them and you're just chugging and chugging. Like I need some shit that's fucking heavy. Something that hits me right in the gut, right in the head, right? It needs to rock my world. It's gonna rock my world. Anyway. Let's see. I don't smoke. The last time I smoked, I was in an airplane crash. What? Shut up, Mike. Seriously? Brian Mccann says, Lucas, a Bud Light. We'll talk a little. We'll get into a little bit of that too. We'll get into some of that. Not only is it Memorial Day weekend, it's also graduation weekend too. Oh yeah. See? Yeah, that's like a double. This is a double whammy. I hate Second Street. Did you know there is a new crowdfunding site? Which one? I know, because I know there's obviously there's Kickstarter, there's Indiegogo, and there's oh man, what's that other one? I know I've heard people talking about. I want to say it begins with a V. I can't remember. But yeah, I know there's. I think there's at least like two newer ones out there. But I wouldn't say I know very much about them. No. Jared says, just started a new job, so getting resituated with the new schedule and all. Hope you're doing well. All right, good deal, man. Hopefully it's a better job. You know, hopefully everything's going good. You're learning the ropes. Hopefully you don't have some dickhead that starts there and like, you gotta teach the new guy how to do his job. Hopefully all's going well with that. And congratulations on the new job, man. Daniel Fisher says, oh, get it. Oh, I thought it said good morning. I'm like, dang, man, like he already slept his morning time for him. Yeah, Porter watching Little Mermaid. I don't know, he might have went to watch it. Yeah, room for growth, I hope. Yeah, there you go. Lucas Texvenger says the 60s Batmobile. All right. Yeah. I mean, that, like I said, that's a classic car, man. You can't beat that. Seasons Have Teeth is new. It's on issue 3 of 4. Okay, yeah. I was gonna say I thought that was a newer one. Is that the one? Oh man, who's writing that? Is that the one? Oh man. Because I was thinking when I heard of that, you know, I'm thinking of another one too. I'm thinking of another book. Think it is through Boom. Okay. Boom does some pretty good titles, though. Man, I don't know. I think they're kind of in a bad spot too. Like I was talking about last week, I think a lot of the publishers right now are hurting very much. I think a lot of them are. Michelob Ultra. All right, I guess we could deal with that. We can, you know, that's all right. I had a adopted niece graduate from high school with honors tonight. Had to travel up a few. Oh, okay. Well, congratulations to your adopted niece. Hell yeah, sweet. Eric says Super Soldier Serum. Yeah, 100%. Hell yeah. Jared says yes, there is room for growth at my new job. Hell yeah, dude. Hell yeah, that's always a good thing. Bold Cat Studio says I was here before, but I was under another name. Oh, okay. All right. Yeah. The only beer I drink is Root, says Eric. Hey, that works. Let's see. Brian says I'll take the Venom symbiote. Always have a friend. Fast healing, etc. Eat criminals and Democrat politicians. Yeah, there you go. Bold Castillo says, fund my comic. Oh, is that what it's called? Fund my comic? Okay. Fund my comic? Huh. Yeah. All right. Okay, Eric said, fund my comic is a new... Okay, yeah. I know there's another one, too. I'm not sure what I'm not sure what the name of it is. I think it's one that's more approved by some of those people out there. You know what I'm talking about? Like, yeah, it's approved by some of those other people out there. Seriously, Super Soldier Serum, of course, says Brian. Oh, okay. All right. Fair enough. Trin, you should try a beer called La Fin du Monde. It's a 9% wheat ale. All right. I'll have to see if I can find that somewhere. You know, I think the closest beer I've found to what I drink from my local brewery here in Lancaster, that is Bravery Brewing here in Lancaster, California, is the closest one I found was, was that Hangar 11 or Hangar 28, Hangar 29? I always think it's Hangar 21 or whatever, but then I'm like, no, that's the song from fucking Megadeth. But whatever it is, it's Hangar something. But they got us a beer, if they're still around, but it's called Chocolate Bomber. It tastes almost like that, except for I think the one I normally drink, Old Rat, is just a little bit heavier. But it's good, and it has about the same flavor. Okay, yeah, fund my comic. Brian says, seriously, Super Soldier Serum? Yeah. Let's see. Daniel says, love that one. I do a lot of unibrows. Is that or is that unibrew? Unibrows stuff, even if they were bought out. Do love a lot. Oh, okay, do love a lot of them. Mike says Little Mermaid. No. I've been rocking Suarez Family Brewery beers tonight. Gonna grab another State Pills now. Nice. Hell yeah. Yeah. They have a bunch of good beers. All right, there we go. We got Aaron from Strange Marvel Theories in the building. I hope all's going well with you, Aaron. Thank you so much for being here, sir. He says, I have arrived. GoFundMe. No, you know, I'm sure you could probably, I mean, could you crowdfund comic book through GoFundMe? I don't know. You should eat all politicians. Yeah, exactly. Yes. I can't wait until next weekend and have no bills. Hell yeah, dude. That means you can, live it up. Yeah. Fund my comic is hilarious. I want to write a comic with that title now. Yeah. Yeah, you should, Aglax. Do it. Yeah. I'm actually on Fund My Comic, and you might remember the title Crips and Legends. Oh, okay, yes, I do. Yeah, Crips and Legends. All right. Nice. Hell yeah, dude. Hangar 24. Yes, I know. Okay, so it is Hangar 24. I knew it was Hangar. I knew it was one of those hangars. Hangar something. Yeah. But yeah. Definitely gonna check it out, says Aglax. I had Chocolate Bomber. It's good. Yeah. That's kind of like what my normal one from my local brewery here is like. We got Simple Sparrow in the house. Thank you so much for being here, Max. I hope you're doing well. Yeah. What kind of polish do you use on that dome of yours? You know what? It's just called natural. I've got naturally oily skin. So that's why I look so good. That's why, see this handsome face? That's why I look so good. See that smooth skin? Yeah. So you don't see many of those crow's feet or anything. I'm like 40. I'm like almost 45 years old, and I still got the face of a fucking 20-year-old, except for all the gray and the missing hair. Yeah. All right. What kind of? Yeah. Oh yeah. There we go. There you go. Daniel Fisher got the link up there. Hell yeah, dude. Thank you so much, Daniel Fisher. Okay, guys. So one of the things I want to talk about today, as I try to do when we get on here, is some of the books through crowdfunding that I've went out there and supported myself. Now, you know, we've talked about several of these here throughout the past couple of weeks. Like we talked about Miss Meow, we talked about Dead Blood, talked about Cheeky Comics the other day. I believe I even talked about this Coffin Comics here, the new La Muerta Devious here. And so far we've got 13 days to go. 13 days. I can't remember what we were at last week, but 13 days to go on this campaign. It's at $173,234 pledged of the $10,000 they were looking to get from 1,427 backers. Doing pretty good. It looks like we've also unlocked plenty of wonderful perks here. Let's see what perks what perks have we got so far? Or stretch goals. What stretch goals have they unlocked? We got a 5x5 campaign vinyl sticker. I've got several of those. We've got a Scarlet foil logo enhancement on the Premiere Edition. All right. We got the Devious commemorative trading card. We've got a credit card, a beer bottle opener. I've got another one of those from another campaign. 110K, the Joyous Drink Coaster. Didn't we? Yeah, we're already past that, right? 110K. Let's see. Wasn't it? Were we past that? Yeah. Yeah, we're at 173. So they probably have some of this they've just got to get updated. Probably just got some of that they've got to get updated. So, let's see. You also got the, okay, so, okay, that's right, because they got it down here. The Joyous Drink Coaster at 120K. Got the Brett Booth Legend Fridge Magnet. Very, I'm going to get that right there along with a little magnet. I got 130K. Got the Devious Full Script Digital PDF. And the Devious Memorial Trading Card as well. You can see, take a look at that right there. And then we've got 150K. We've got the Joyous foam beer can cooler. I've got a couple of koozies now. I've got one for Hell Witch. I've got one for Lady Death. Hey, I'm wearing my Lady Death shirt right now. We've also got the Devious Hollow Foil Campaign Trading Card. At 170K, we got the Devious Memorial Trading Card. So there's that. Okay, I think we've got a couple more to hit here as well. At 180K, we're going to get the Devious Digital Coloring Page. So it'll be digital. I think I've got a few of those around as well. And then at 190K is a secret surprise. Yee! Yee! And that's the digital print they're going to have right there for the little for the coloring page, the coloring book. For the coloring book. But yeah, some very good stuff through that campaign. Very good stuff. Like I said, they put out some very good quality books. It's 48 pages. 9 plus free bonus goodies. 48 pages of story and art. Introducing Roja. Jump on board and join the fun. Sworn. Okay, so we talked about that one. They're doing pretty good. Another one. I talked about this one last week as well. And that is Shrine. This is Shrine issue number 1 from creator Isaac Bell. Him and his wife Alexa Lowe have been starting this this universe, their own little comic universe here. Very good stuff so far. They have $58,055 pledged of the $5,000 they were looking to get. They've got 814 backers, 5 days to go. Make sure you guys go check this out, the series, what they've been doing over here. Isaac Bell, very good. I actually I think I first discovered him and heard about him from Black Angus. I'm not sure if you guys know Black Angus Reviews. I think I heard about him through him. Maybe he was just interacting with him on Twitter or something, and I was like, hey. And I checked out his stuff, started following him, and he ended up sending me out a couple of issues of Metal Shade issue 1 and 2 for me to review and talk about, kind of flap my gums about those. And so when he did Metal Shade 0 a while back, I went ahead and backed it. It actually came in the mail, I want to say maybe a little over a month ago. And I've got it right here. I haven't got a chance to read it yet, but very good stuff, man. I love the art that they are doing with this campaign. Isaac Bell and his wife doing some absolutely great work. We can take a little bit of a look at some of that if you'd like, right here. I'm pretty sure this one right here is by Isaac Bell and Alexa Lowe. Very good art. 32 pages, full color. And you can see, just get a little bit of a look at some of their work right here. All interiors will be fully colored by Alexa Lowe, but you can see the pencils right there. And then scroll down here and you see with the colors. So very good stuff. I like the art in this book. The coloring is really good, and the quality of the book is very good. The cover stock, the pages on the interior, very good stuff. Definitely worth the money on these ones. And I think the one I backed was the one that was at $40. We got some different stretch goals here as well to go along with these. We got some bookmarks, some different stickers as well. But then we get here into the actual books themselves. Let's see. Where we at? Okay, right here. You can get you know what? And there's nothing wrong with backing at the digital tier. If you don't have room in your house for all the comic books or anything, maybe you just want to read the books. Look, $5, you get the digital copy right there. But then we've also got the digital deluxe for $10. But then you get into reward one, it's $15. $15, 32-page book, and you can get cover A or cover B right here. And it comes with the digital copy as well. And or you can get both of them. You can get both covers for $25. And there's other tiers that move on from there. Very good stuff. Beautiful work. Good story. Really enjoying. That's one of the things with the crowdfunding comics is I like to see creators starting to build their own universe and go on from there and just kind of building something for them and for their backers, something a little bit different than you can find at your local comic book shop. Sometimes maybe something that's similar. Like I've talked about many times, there's a lot of stuff like originality, kind of hard to do, but that's not to say you can't still do original ideas. Let me grab a drink of water here really quick, because you can't tell I'm starting to get a little parched. Okay, so we've talked about those. We've got Coffin Comics La Muerta getting ready to end in 13 days and 5 days. Shrine getting ready to end. And here is the newest one. I was talking a little bit about this last Friday. This campaign was supposed to launch Monday, had a couple hiccups, and they ended up launching on Tuesday. But this is from Trevor Fernandez-Linkovich over at Pocket Watch Press. He is one of the creators that I've been really proud to back and support and talk about his books here on the channel. I met him here through YouTube, just through basically one of our mutual friends who kind of got a lot of us together. A really great guy named Ryan over at Nerdy Blurb TV. But he started his own comic book publishing company, and he's got his latest campaign. The first one that he did was Area 51, the Helix Project. We talked about that last week as well. But now he's got this new one. It is Minutes to Midnight, the hour between life and death. And this one right here, it says, what ties an aging detective, a supernatural empath, two immortal soldiers, and the wealthiest man on the planet together? Perspective. This one right here, he's got 90 backers so far, and this has only been since Tuesday. We've got $4,588 pledged of the $6,500 that they are looking for. Guys, I can't tell you enough. Go back this book. You're going to get a good book with a good story. I can't call him a first-time creator anymore because he passed his first series, but still a newer creator out there that is hungry and making his way into the comic book space and doing some really good work. So, we got 26 days to go on this campaign. Let's take a look at what you get here. Presented by Pocket Watch Press is the first installation of an annual series of original collected comic short stories. Each book maintains a loose themed association with a time of day. The first of which The first of which being the end of the old day and the birth of a new one, midnight. Inspired by the notion that on the precipice of 2 days, what matters most is the perspective that you choose to carry with you. Silent late night clairvoyance or a war with the voices in your head, equally probable at the threshold of a new day. And I gotta tell you, man, I like this artwork right here that we're seeing. Just on this, I'm not sure. I'm guessing this is probably the first cover. I like this. I like this. I like how that looks. That's a pretty cool freaking design right there. I like that. The first book and that cover is by Marcio Freire. Okay, so the first book collects 4 sequential short stories of varying genres, all of which revolve around perspective or lack thereof. A mean 64 pages written by Trevor Fernandez-Linkovich, with art by some of the best young talent in the comic book industry. Right here, it looks like we've got another cover right here. This one is by Samuel Ewans, and it looks like he's doing the art on the book. Despite sharing a writer, each story features a new art team and tells stories unlike one another. A drug-induced murder mystery, a sci-fi drama, a historical fantasy, a psychological drama, a supernatural coming-of-age story, and a dystopian sci-fi drama piece together this first feature. And we couldn't be more excited to bring a 7th project to Kickstarter after successfully funding and fulfilling 6 issues of Area 51, the Helix Project. Then right here we've got another, I'm guessing this is the other cover right here. And this one is by Fraser Irving. Okay, so there was early bird discounts available, a limited quantity for the first 3 days. First 3 days are over. I told you guys last week, man. I told you guys last week. Okay, so we've got some of the different things here. 100 backers in the first 48 hours. These are backer goals. Helix Project bookmark for all physical backers. 175 backers by June 6th. Stickers for all physical backers. 225 backers by June 14th. Get an added mini print to all $50 and over tiers. We got 300 backers by June 21st. New limited edition foil printing of cover B. All right. We got some stretch goals here. $8,000. A metallic foil upgrade for prints. $9,000. A new add-on variant cover by Kanan White. At $10,000, a to-be-announced stretch goal. And then at $12,000 other to be announced stretch goal. So some different stretch goals there as well. So we can scroll through here, see a little bit of the art here as well. A grim and moody mystery from the creative team of Area 51, the Helix Project, featuring Carlos Mancebo and a grizzled detective as he investigates a string of suicides linked to addresses from a stretch of properties involved in a failed eminent domain seizure attempt. His discoveries and drug-laden flashbacks lead him into the gullet of a Saul-like murder case that puts his long-dead, drug-addled marriage into question. Carlos's story spirals into a sharp-edged story of perception, control, and addiction. And I gotta say that I'm digging the art in this book. I'm digging the art here. Written and created by Trevor Fernandez-Linkovich. Art and colors by Samuel Ewans. Letters by Jerome Gagnon. Gagnon? Yeah. So there we go. The Marvelous Adventures of the Melancholy Man. So it looks like this is the different artist, different story here that we've got. The only story presently planned for syndication throughout the next several short story collections is a supernatural coming-of-age tale of the empathic boy who turns others' woes into gold. Young Midas must learn to find balance in a life where a simple touch could mean healing someone's mind at the cost of his own. The first story finds him entangled in a childhood conflict that forces him to face down the moral pendulum and leads him to making an acquaintance with a familiar figure to any longtime comic book fan. So you can see the little bit of a difference in the art in this book right here. Layden, not Laden. I'm reading fast here, Mike. Give me a break here. A metatextual exploration of self-sacrifice and self-preservation, written by Trevor Fernandez-Linkovich, colors by Steph C, and letters by Micah Myers. Okay, so then we got Time Fleeting War Immortal. Okay, and this one, the logo is by Winston Gambro. You can see a little bit of this art here as well. Kind of digging this art style. All right, there we go. And this one is art by Marcio Freire. A Dante-esque historical fantasy following two nearly immortal soldiers as they reconvene throughout every great battle in human history to settle a conflict that which spans from a time before time to the end of all existence as we know it. This is a timeless tale about the changing landscape of war, conditioned adversity, and of course, that we will never have enough time. Art and colors by Marcio Freire, of course, written and created by Trevor Fernandez-Linkovich. Letters by Jerome Gagnon. So there's that. And then is this the other one right here? We got Bear Market Businessman. That's bear, as in bear, not bear, but bear, like cocaine bear. Let's see, Bear Market Businessman logo by Joey Schweickler, who actually has a channel here on YouTube as well. Why all of a sudden did I forget what his channel was called? Well, all of a sudden I forget Joey's channel. But right here, you can check out some of this art. Centuries in the future, a neon-adorned New York City weighs down upon the world's richest man who somehow has everything and nothing at all. On the edge, he must figure out how the key to survival is choosing to live. Written and created by Trevor Fernandez-Linkovich. Art and colors by Ryan Best. Lettered by Trevor Fernandez-Linkovich. So you can see that one as well. Some of the art there. So definitely some cool stuff. Definitely worth checking out. Now, what I forgot to show off here is, let's see. Oh, I can't really show you. Can I? Oh no. Let's see. There we go. Let's just go in here and check this out. It's got, for $1, obviously you can pledge $1 or however much you'd like to. You get $10 for the digital minutes. $19 gets you the Pocket Watch Press digital library. And that would be a digital copy of Minutes to Midnight as well as Area 51, the Helix Project 1 through 6. And then we've got the Early Bird, which is no longer available. Okay, so cover A is $22. We've got cover B at $27 and cover C at $32. There's also plenty of other bundles that you can get here as well. The variant cover bundle that's going to come with all three of them is $75. You got the Timekeeper books, print, shirt. Oh my, okay, so you get all the books as well as a t-shirt as well for $88. Let's see, digital copy of Area 51, 1 through 6. Early access to digital Minutes of Midnight. Got first print cover A and cover B. Comic art print and a Kickstarter exclusive t-shirt. And then it goes on into other tiers as well. $100 for the comic shop retailer. The I Love Comics collectors pack. And so on and so forth. Executive producer get drawn into the comic book as well as a retailer exclusive cover for $1,500. So there's some different tiers that you can go and check out there. Definitely good book, good creator, and I would say worth your money to go check out their projects and back. Very good creator there, if you ask me. But let's get into the live chats. I want to see what you guys are saying, and then we're going to talk a little bit more about the value, the things that I value, and the things that I see as value when it comes to crowdfunding certain comic books out there. Okay, so where are we at here? I see we got Landon in the building as well. Okay. Let's see. Lucas says, Aaron, I keep an eye out for that one. Oh, for what? Did I miss something there? Lucas Texvenger is a beer called Above It All by Dane Cook. Oh, okay. It's a green apple caramel. Yeah. I don't know about all that. It sounds a little too exotic for me. A little too exotic. Well, let's see. Let's see. We all want to know. Trinity, what's the Moon Knight powers and enchanted suit? No. Not the enchanted suit, but like the old school Moon Knight suit. Hell yeah, dude. Hell yeah. Aaron says, I just started back at my old job earning $3 more an hour at my old job position. Hell yeah, dude. That's a good thing. Congratulations, man. Yeah. Max says, damn, you got the omega 3s? The omega 3s? I mean, yeah, I've got some omega 3s, like talking about some omega 3 yeah. What? Huh? Music is your life. Go! All right, Aglax says, my next comic is called The University of the Phoenix. I like it. It's where I will be selling associate's degrees in magic to help you find companionship and money. I love it. Yeah. Yeah, that's not bad. That's not bad at all. Aglax expelling take my wallet. Expelly take my wallet. Expel it. I missed that. That one went over my head. You got Landon saying, what's up? Says only 2 more weeks. Just 2 more weeks of exams and I'm done for school this year. Nice. Hell yeah, dude. About to be my 3 years being here. I feel old. You're getting old, Landon. It goes by quick. And just wait. One of these days, you're going to get past your teens. You're going to get into your 20s, and you're going to be like, man, it's going by a little bit quicker. You're going to get into your 30s, you're going to be like, okay, time's going by. Sometime during that time, you're probably going to have kids. You're going to get in your 40s, and you're going to be like, holy shit. Time flies by way too fucking fast. Next thing you know, you're in your 40s, your 50s, your 60s. Fucking soon after that, you're going to die. Like, it's all going to go so fast. It's all going to go so fast. Yeah. About to be 3 years. Yeah. Aaron says, I got some interesting life events happening. I have a new girlfriend and I am funding a friend's animal rescue. Nice. Hell yeah, dude. That sounds cool. Congratulations on the new woo woo woo. Yeah, you know what I'm talking about? Woo woo woo. Anyway, and yeah, funding your friend's animal rescue. That's nice. Magic is real, Daniel Fisher, and for to be determined dollars, I can introduce you to this fabulous world of luxury and wonders. Yeah. We can't wait to see it, Aglax. Can't wait to see it. Yeah. Also still drinking post birthday from Mike Popcorn. Yeah, milestones are good. Trinity, go listen to the band Ghost. Ghost song, Dance Macabre. You will love it, brah. Okay, is the name of the band Ghost, or is it Ghost Song Dance Macabre? Okay. Ghost is one of the greatest band names ever. Yeah, I think it made for a pretty decent movie. I think. Is that the one with Patrick Swayze? Come on, I got Patrick Swayze and Demi Moore. How could you say no? Started rewatching Comic Book Men. It's a fun series. I've never seen it. Yeah, 32-page comic. Yeah. Ghost music is so 70s and 80s too for a modern band. Okay, nice. Nice. Yeah, I like it. I like it. I like when bands have that throwback sound. I want an undead samurai comic. Yeah. That sounds like it would be good. Aaron says, Trinity, would seem to me that indie comics have more leeway than mainstream, less restrictions. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Is this samurai good or bad? Maybe both. Maybe both. Punisher is an undead samurai ninja now. All right. Was that supposed to be samurai? Yeah. Aaron says, I love Nerdy Blurb. Yeah. Nerdy Blurb is the best, man. Yeah. I like the crowdfunding comics. Does not ask for a lot of money and makes them easy to pledge to. Yeah. I didn't like your narration of that comic. You got to have that captivating Shomer Chavez. I'm sorry. Damn it. You're right. I do need to. I have 3 Helix Project comics. Nice. Hell yeah, dude. Hell yeah. Good deal, Aaron. Brian says, Trinity, are we getting back to Werewolf by Night, Moon Knight, Man Thing, etc.? What do you mean? Oh, were you here earlier, Brian? Were you here earlier when I was showing this off? This omnibus? Did you miss it? Layden. Lot. Stop it, Mike Potter! Yeah. Now I want to hear a Scottish person repeat your chat. Layden, not Laden. Layden, not Laden. Layden, not Laden, lad. Layden, not Laden, lad. Was that Scottish? I don't know. I love the story illustration format of Helix Project. Yeah, it's a good book. Yeah. Trinity is a wee lad. Yeah. It's the end of existence and we know it. And I feel fine. Yeah. Aglax says, man, if we give you a break, we got to start giving everyone else a break. So it is what it is. Yeah, you're right. I understand, man. Thank you, Aglax, for setting me straight. Thank you for that. I appreciate it. Let's see. Mike says, Trinity is reading his wee comic books. Trinity has to go wee. Oh, in French, wee. Oh, man. Yeah, subscribe to Agalax now. Decatur, Georgia's best. There you go. We got Chillmongers in there. Yeah. Hey, The Thing. Thank you so much. In my last video, I recite the entire Green Lantern Oath to a telemarketer. You know, I think I heard, was that the one that hung up on you? I think that was the one that hung up on. Didn't they hang up on you during that shit? That was fucking hilarious. Yeah, wait till you're 60. Yeah, I can imagine. The band is Ghost. Okay, the song is Dance Macabre. Okay, I got you. Yeah. And I'm Ghost like Swayze. Yeah. Hell yeah, dude. Hell yeah. Okay, so as I was saying earlier, I want to one of the things I want to talk about is when it comes to crowdfunding comic books and just comic books in general, is the things that you value when you go to back a comic book, right? Everybody out there has different reasons, and I've talked about this 100 times, and I swear I got to talk about it again and again and again and again, is everybody has different things that they value when it comes to crowdfunding comic books, all right? It depends on the things that you like. Is there a first-time creator, somebody like, hey, man, I want to help this person out, help them get the word out, and help this project come to life. This person may actually need my help. Is it somebody that you just like their work? Is it somebody that is it a story, a particular story you like? Is it the writer that you like? Is it the artist that you like? Is it the colors? You know the colors? Is it the letterer? Either way, there's always something that draws somebody to a certain project or book, maybe, or things like that. There's many different reasons people choose to go back certain creators, certain books, and things like that. For me, I'm one of these people out there. I'm pretty non-denominational, right? Did I say that right? Non-denominational when it comes to different crowdfunded projects and books. You know, here over this last week, I've seen a lot of discourse out there on Twitter between a lot of these different creators. Now, this is nothing new. There's always some sort of tension, but the thing that's so odd to me is sometimes when I see some of the different groups of people, different creators, and even their supporters and people who, I guess you would say, some of their different patrons, and a lot of the discourse out there. Like sometimes, like I'm sitting there, like it just doesn't make sense to me. Like it's fucking confusing, right? It's fucking confusing because like one of the things I've seen here over this past week is a lot of people in the Comics Gate world. We're talking about people like Ethan Van Sciver and what's the other guy? John Delarose. I know I've seen they're kind of making this big deal about the guys Tim Lim, Mark Pellegrini, these guys who do the Common America books. And there's been a whole bunch of discourse just on Twitter, just, you know, and here's the thing, like, when it comes to like EVS, like the guy's a provocateur, you know, he likes to troll and give people a hard time anyway. You feel how you want about I don't really give a shit. Like anytime I don't subscribe to the guy's channel, I don't subscribe to Comic Arts Pro Seekers, but anytime I've watched some of his videos and I still watch some of them, I see him on different live streams and shit, but like the guy cracks me up. He's fucking funny, right? He cracks me up. He cracks me up. I haven't backed Cyberfrog or anything. I need to though, because like I want to go check some out. I heard, you know, his art's good. You know, is the story any good? I don't know. I need to check it out. I'll judge for myself. Like I said, I'm non-denominational when it comes to these kinds of things. I don't really give a shit. I just want to read some good comics with some good art. Sometimes the art is subjective, right? But one of the things that they've been doing is I've seen this big old thing, you know, with people, you know, like this week on Twitter is a lot of those guys talking a lot of shit about the people who do Common America, the folks who do iconic comics, who do like this right here, right? And to me, it's just weird. It's just weird because like none of these guys are in like the mainstream comics or anything like this. They've got their kind of crowd. They've all hit a measurable amount of success. You can say they've all been successful. But it's so weird to me because some of these different crowds of people, the people who back their books, just don't get along. And to me, it just seems like the oddest fucking thing ever because like a lot of them are in, their communities are very close, parallel. Some of the people like me, like I said, I'm non-denominational. I don't really give a shit. Comics gate, whatever. I don't give a fuck. Like that shit, like that shit's on you fucking weirdos who like to argue and bitch about that shit. I don't give a fuck. I read fucking books from fucking Marvel. I read books from fucking Boom Studios, fucking Vault Comics, fucking anybody. I don't give a shit. As long as you got some good comics for me to read, hey, I'll read it. I don't give a shit whatever your little fucking lovers' quarrels are, okay? Some of y'all get a little too gay with that shit. A little too gay with it. And I think y'all just want to, you know, circle jerk each other. But the thing is I see some of these communities, like even when Eric July, when Young Ripple launched the Rippaverse, there were even people from Iconic Comics, well, not necessarily them, but people that are fans of the Iconic Comics brand and books, Common America and all that stuff, who are picking fights with Eric July and just like all this discourse out there. I'm like, you know, like all of you guys are in such fucking parallel communities, and there's people who spill over all the time. Like if you had one of those Venn diagram things, you know, where they take the circles and you know, you got the two circles together, and like there's people in this circle and there's people in this one, and like the Venn diagram, you know, like there's, you know, the part, the intersectionality. I don't know, I'm not sure, probably a terrible word to use for that, but you know, there's that thing in the middle right there where, you know, like there's people in this one, there's people in this one. They're like the crowd's fucking mixed, right? So like it boggles my mind why there's all of this discourse with all of this bullshit. And I know like some of it is because, you know, like people fucking feel about however they want about fucking politics or whatever. I don't know, man. I don't know whatever keeps you dickheads at each other's throats. But to me, it's just mind-boggling, you know. Like I see so much of this discourse. I'm like, are you guys like fucking retarded? And believe me, like you are. But it makes me wonder why there's so much discourse and why the fuck everyone cares. Like all of these people that are out there, like fighting, like the people in some of the people in Comics Gate, especially the people like EVS and, you know, and them, like a lot of these people have reached a measurable amount of success. The guys at Iconic Comics have reached a measurable amount of success. Eric July comes out with the Riververse. He's reached a measurable amount of success. Like, what's it fucking matter? Everybody's making their comic books. They're doing what the fuck they want to do. People are buying the shit. People are enjoying it. Some people aren't. That's it, right? It's pretty fucking simple. I don't see why there's got to be the big deal made out about it all. Like, you know, it's just weird to me. It's just weird. But one of the things that I've noticed, you know, somebody messaged me today and was like, you know, hey, is ISOM worth it? You know, ISOM, you know, Eric July's book. Is it worth it? He's like, to me, it doesn't look like it's worth $35 in shipping. Right? And that's what I was kind of, you know, like, I'm like, well, what is it that you're looking for? What is it that you value? What is it you want out of the comic book that you're saying that a 96-page fucking comic book, graphic novel, a 96-page graphic novel to you is not worth $35 plus shipping? And it's an honest question. I mean, and that's why I was asking earlier at the beginning of the stream, what is it that you value? What is it that you are looking for? You know, I mean, are you just wanting a great story and it doesn't matter how the art looks? I mean, the art probably matters a little bit. Do you want just good art and the story can be, you know, you can give a little bit there? Or is it, you know, are you looking for a combination of things, some good art, pretty decent story, some good page quality, good cover stock, something worth the value of your hard-earned dollars? What exactly is it that you're looking for that you think a comic book for $10 is just too much? Or maybe that's the right price. Maybe $25 is too much. Maybe $35 is too much. What is it that you're looking for and you value? So I had a friend reach out to me and ask, you know, is ISOM worth $35 plus shipping? I don't think that it is. Well, that's something I cannot answer for you. Because I will tell you, this particular person in question has actually had creators on their streams and talking about their books, talking about their crowdfunding books. And I'm like, okay, so and maybe they're not backing these people. Maybe they're just having creators on to help get him some exposure and stuff like that, you know. But like, what is it you're looking for? You're telling me that some of the books that you're having creators on your channel and talking about are worth it? And that's where I ask, like, because in case you can't tell, I'm saying like, the books that you're having these creators on, they're worth it? Because why would you say this one? Why would you think this one's worth it, but not that one? What is it you're looking at? What is it you're wanting? That's what I want to know. And that's what I wanted to talk a little bit about. You know, when it comes to different books out there, there's different things that people value, different things that people look for. For me, like I said, I want at least a good story with some pretty good art. You know, I'm not asking for the top tier shit, you know. And I want the paper quality. I want the cover stock quality. I want all that stuff to be good. the ink quality. I don't want to. I want it to be like a Marvel book where I touch the fucking page and the ink comes off on my hand and I got fucking fingerprints on my book now because the ink came off. Cheap shit. That's not what I want. I want something good, especially when I'm backing an independent creator that is doing a crowdfunded project. And most of them, I would say, have pretty good quality books. Now, it depends on what you value. And it's something that I can't answer for you. I can't tell you if it's worth it. It's something that is it's like beauty. It's in the eye of the beholder. Because we can take a look at some books that I have right here that we'll use as an example. Okay, we'll start off with, say, we can start off with, like I was saying, Lady Death. Lady Death right here. This is a 48-page comic book, square bound, right? Square bound, 48 pages. The cover stock of these books is really good. The interior pages are a really good stock. The inks that they use, the art on the inside is very good. I can pull out one of these books. I can pull out one of these books and show you. When you get in here, you get into the art. This is a Coffin Comics book. Okay? This is the same art you're going to get in the Premier editions. This is just the hardcover version. But look, it's got a nice layout. It's got some good art. The stories in here are pretty good. Now, it's $28 if you want to get this right here. $28 for the Premier edition. That's a soft cover. I believe when it comes down to it, these ones right here, I want to say it's $49. $49 for 48 pages in the hardcover. Okay? I want to say it's like $48. Right? And the people who are doing these books at Coffin Comics, they are great at their fulfillment process. They are great at communicating with their customers. They have good quality books. This is something I value. That's why I give away copies to my channel members. To me, these books are worth the money. $28, $48, I'm pretty sure it's $48. $48. The value for me is there with these books. I like them. I enjoy them. I would say these are worth the money. Okay? So we've got those right there. Now we can move into, and I think the value is very good for what you're getting out of the book. Now, we can go and look at the guys at Iconic Comics. You can see right here, this was $10. Now, when you go and back the Coffin Comics books, shipping is included. When you back the books, shipping is free. They don't charge you extra for shipping. I don't think they did anyway. Let me check here. I better check. So I'm at least right on this. Yeah. Shipping was free. With the Coffin Comics books, $28 plus shipping. Or not plus shipping, shipping included. $28 shipping included. 48 pages of story and art. Good story, great art, good cover stock, good page stock on the inside. Very worth your money. Now, when I get into Iconic Comics, we can take a look at this one. This one right here. What have we got here? I believe I want to say these are about the same. I want to say they're about 48 pages as well. Let me see here. Let me see if it says. See if it says how many pages are in here. I don't think it does, but I'm pretty sure they are. I want to say they're about the same. I want to say they're about 48 pages. Okay, 64 pages. 64 pages, hardcover. Hardcover, you can see. 68 pages right here, okay? And when you go back these books, this right here is $10. $10 plus, I think, $7 for shipping, something like that. Let me see. Yeah. But you can get, let me see. I want to say there was, let's see. Okay. Yeah. $10 for the hardcover. And I believe it was like $7 what I paid, but I got a little bit more with my campaign. I want to say it was like $5 to $7 for shipping. We're talking about $17 tops for a 64-page book, hardcover. 64 pages. You can see the art in these books. They've got more of a manga style here with this. The page weight is very good. It's a good page stock. Again, it's hardcover, so you don't have to worry about the cover stock there. But we're talking about $17 for a 64-page comic book. Hardcover. If you ask me, I think the value is there. I think this is something that's worth it. I think it's worth the money that was paid for this book. Like I said, there is no easy answer when it comes to these things. But thank you so much for being here, Joey Eds. See, we got Justin, the Star Wars Marvel purist, in the building. But this right here, $17. You get this book right here. Again, I think a very good value. I think it's worth it. Okay. I could move into Here Comes Calico. Here Comes Calico. This was a manga style book done by the folks at Sigma Comics. I believe this was $10. I want to say it was like $10. I think shipping was free. Pretty sure shipping was free on this. Let's see here. $10. And maybe it was $12. Maybe it was $12. And shipping was $6 because I paid $24 for 2 of them, and shipping was $6, right? For this right here. And I'm not sure how many pages this is, but it's in black and white. But to me, I like these guys. I like what they're doing. To me, I think this one was worth it. And it's a little bit smaller. It's not comics. It's the size of a manga. Again, what do you value? Do you think it's worth it? To me, so far, I mean, I think Here Comes Calico has been worth it. Common America, I think it's worth the money. Coffin Comics, Lady Death, worth the money. There's quality and value here in these products. Now we can move on to this next one right here. This is Miss Meow. This is Miss Meow issue number 5. Now, when it comes to this book, let's see. Where were we at here? This book right here. When I backed this campaign, I got several different covers on this one, so I ended up spending more than I probably should have. But let me see here. This book right here was where was it at? Okay. This book right here, for what do we got? 30, I want to say it's 32 pages. 32 pages, $20. $20 for a 32-page comic book. 32 pages, $20. And there's other tiers that you could get here as well when it comes to this. But I will tell you, these have a good cover stock on them. The page quality of these books is very good. 32 pages. 32 pages, and it starts at $20. You can get, they got other covers that you can get, $30, $40. It depends. It goes on up depending on if you want with the trade dress on there, if you want the virgin variant that don't have any of that stuff on there. $20 for a 32-page comic book plus shipping. But I like this book. For the single book, I'm paying $20. That is a little steep. I like this book. I like this series. I like the creators, the publisher here, and what they're doing. I want to support them. The art inside the book, I like. The story, I like. I think the art is good. I think the story is good. This book, to me, is a good quality book for $20 plus shipping. And I think when I ordered, I think the shipping ended up being like $9 and everything because, you know, I had a couple of books in there, not just a single book. Might have been a little bit cheaper with just a single book. But we're talking about close to $30 for a single book shipped to your house. Do you see the value in that? For me, I think it is. I think it's worth it. When it comes to this, you might feel a little bit different. And that's fine. Like I said, this is all subjective. Subjective? Objective. Subjective? Objective. It's what you feel the value is. I think it's worth it. I like these books. I love the art from Shikari. This is something I value. To me, it's worth the money. Then we move into, we'll get into the one that I was asked about. Okay, now we move into Isom. This is a 96-page comic book. 96 pages, okay? 96 pages. That's like 3 32-page comic books. That's like 3 of these that I paid $20 for. That is like 2 of the Coffin Comics books. Where it's $28 for a 48-page book. This right here has good art. It's got a good story. And the cover quality is good. And the page stock is good as well. 96 pages. This would be, like I said, 3 of the 32-page books. It'd be like 3 of those that I paid $20 for. Okay? It would be like 2 of the $48 ones that I paid $28 for, no shipping. This right here, 96 pages. 96 pages for $35 plus shipping, which I want to say was like $5, maybe $7, depending on how much you order. I mean, when I ordered other stuff as well, so you know, shipping was a little bit more. But 35 pages or 96 pages, $35. To me, this is still a great value, especially when you consider it compared to one of these that cost $20. Because if you do the simple math, it's going to take 3 of these to equal this. 3 of these would cost $60 plus shipping. So were you looking at far more than you spent right here? Again, it's all up to you. It's up to you, the person who is asking, do I think it's worth it? I can't really answer that for you. I can't tell you whether it's worth it or not to you. For me, it is. I like the story. I like the art. I also like the creator and wanted to support them. The same way that I like the creators at Merc Publishing and I want to support them. The same way I like the folks at Iconic Comics and I want to support them. The same way that I like the folks at Coffin Comics and I want to support them. So if it's worth it, I can't answer that for you. It's something that you have to decide if you think that you might value it, if it's something you think you might like, if it's a creator that you like, that you want to support. That's something I cannot answer for you. Do I think it's worth it? Yes. Do I value these books? Yes. Can I tell you that it is for you? Absolutely not. Nobody can. You have to decide yourself. It's a gamble you have to take on your own, right? It's like buying fruit. Fruit's a gamble. But the thing is this person in particular asking me this friend, I'll say is a friend, asking me that, you know, is it any good? Is it worth it? I don't think it's worth $35. Well, let me tell you, you have creators on your channel, on your fucking streams that are charging $25 for a single issue comic book, plus shipping. A single issue. Just like this. And believe me when I say, once again, art is subjective when it comes to this. Writing is going to be subjective when it comes to this. It's what you like, what you want to read, what art you want to see. I can't tell you, but I can tell you the people I've seen from this person that's interviewing these people on their channels have shit for art. My opinion. At $25 for a I think the one of them was like a 24-page book. For $25 plus shipping. So you're telling me that 4 issues of that should be worth a fucking $100 plus shipping? But then I seen another one, and I could even give the same person one. They actually had a creator on one time as well that had a book for $10. They had a 24-page book for $10 plus shipping. The book ended up costing $19. $10 for the book, $9 for fucking shipping. In case you can't tell, that's $19. Right? Now, to equal that 24-page book at $10, you're still looking at $40 for the same amount of 96 pages, plus shipping every single one of those, which is an extra $9, which $9 on shipping, that's like the same price you're charging for the fucking book. Right? So we're basically talking about, what is that, like $76 for the same amount that you would pay for this. Does that make any kind of fucking sense, right? Do you see where I'm going here? You have people on, you tell me this book isn't worth it, but you have dickheads on your fucking show pushing books that cost exponentially way more than this, with art and probably story, I would guess, that probably are, I don't know, maybe the art that I seen out of the books weren't as good. The story, I don't know. That's all what you decide. I can't tell you whether this book is worth it, whether that book is worth it, whether that book I can't tell you that. You can't ask me or anybody else that. It's something you have to decide on your own. All I can show you is that this is $35 plus shipping. This is $20, 96 pages, $35 plus shipping. This is 32 pages, $20 plus shipping. This right here is $28 plus, well, no shipping on this one for 48 pages. This right here is $10 plus shipping for 64 pages. So, in case you can't tell, there are different ways that you have to look at value and what you want. But to say, you know, if you want to compare, I can tell you that $20 fucking for a single issue comic book is not fucking worth, like, the value compared to a 96-page book for $35 is exponentially different. It's way different. So you can't ask me, you can't ask your fucking friend, you can't ask the guy you're buying the fucking book from, you can't ask the book that you're potentially buying a book from. The comparisons are all over the fucking board. But to say that any of these books is or isn't worth it, I can't tell you. That's up to you. No dickhead out there can tell you that. It's what you like. It's what you don't like. It's whether you want to back this creator or not back the creator. If it's a friend, if it's just somebody you like, if it's a friend that, you know, is the letter or whatnot, there's nobody that can tell you that. It's the value that you put on it. All I can do is show you the comparisons to what you're getting for your hard-earned money. That's it. So when you say this book is worth it, you know, like, fuck, this book, $10 plus shipping, this book isn't worth $17. Maybe it's not. Maybe it's not to you. Maybe this book isn't worth the $28 to you. Maybe this one's not worth the fucking $20 plus shipping to you. Maybe this one's not worth the $35 plus shipping to you. I can't tell you that. It's nothing anybody can tell you. You got to decide for yourself. All I could do is show you the book, talk about the page quality, talk about the cover stock, talk about the story, talk about the art, story and art, obviously being subjective. Like, you know, what do I think about it compared to what you think about it? What do you want to spend your money on compared to what I want to spend my money on? Who do you want to support compared to who I want to support? So you see, there's so many different things out there that answering the question is pretty much impossible because it's up to you. Okay, I'm done. I'm done now. But that's the thing, is when it comes to backing these books and what you want to spend your money on, who you want to give your hard-earned money to, what you find the value in, I can't say. I can only show you the comparisons and give you those particular things. It's up to you in the end. You know, if you want to support your friend, I could pull a comic book right now and show you, like, look, man, I paid motherfucking $20 for this piece of shit. It took for fucking ever. The creator fucking procrastinated on sending this shit out to me. The comic book sucks. The art in it sucks. The writing sucks. But I backed it because I was supporting somebody I know and wanted to help them be successful. Help them start their dream. Right? It wasn't worth any of the money I paid for it. But I wanted to support them, so I did. Even though it completely sucks. But that's the difference. Those are the things that you have to look at. Can't nobody tell you what's worth it and what's not. Anyway, I'm done. I'm done now. The rant is over. Let's get here into the live chats. I see we've got a super chat, $5 from Lucas Texvenger. Says, I absolutely love these streams, the best community. Music is life. Decide for yourself. Yeah, absolutely. Lucas says, no, don't finish yet. We got StarWarsMCU-OG with a 20-month member chat says, Higher than groceries, loving the stream. Yes, yeah, definitely higher than groceries. Oh man, that's funny. Thank you guys so much. Let's get here into the live chats and see what y'all saying. Okay, I'm not too far behind. I'm not too far behind here. Okay, all right, where we at? Let's see where we at. Okay. Aglax says, The Blaze, Ripa's boss, started firing people, and now there is no news on ISOM 2. Dude should have hired me. Probably should have backed that. I mean, I can only imagine how good the Ripaverse would be doing if they had just hired the man that has sold the most successful crowd-funded comic book about vacuums. I can imagine. Aglax says, earlier when I said coffin comics suck, I was talking about slabs. Oh, like the headstones, like the actual, or getting them slabbed. Is that what you meant? Getting them graded? Oh, that's funny, Aglax. Justin says, what's up, Trinity? Busy week, just dropping in to show some love. Have a good weekend, brother. You too, chat. All right, you too, Justin. Thank you so much for swinging in. And I hope you all have a very good weekend. Go out, maybe do some drinking, maybe hit the lake, do some jet skiing, or getting laid, or whatever it is you do. If you want to, be lazy, play video games, and smoke some weed and jerk off, hey, that's on you, man. As long as you enjoy it. Again, we got Joey Ebbs in the building. Says, "Wow, man, it skipped on me. Where'd it go? What the hell? Did I just skip two? Oh, I think I skipped too much ahead now." Joey Ebbs says, "We get it. You like big boobs." Yes, in my comic book women, they gotta have some big boobs. Yeah, absolutely. Aglax says, $20 and under for a truly independent comic makes sense to me. I'm also a sucker for the upsell on little plastic toys and gimmicks. Yeah, hey, I know some of those little stretch goals and stuff. I mean, they help. But yeah, like $20 and hey, here's the thing: is most creators for a regular, 24 to 32 page book, $20 is still a bit high, but it's also what they should be charging for printing a single issue comic book, and depending on the success of their books as well. $20 is probably it's the norm. It really is. Like I said, it's expensive if you compare it to a Marvel comic book that's fucking, $4.99, $3.99. Yeah, it's expensive, It's expensive compared to that, but you're not walking into your local comic book shop and picking it up off the shelf and it's from a bigger pot. You're talking about supporting a person who's pretty much doing it on their own and putting it out there. So there's a definite difference there. But yeah, the little stretch goals, they always help. May I see the cover to ISOM again? Yes, here's the cover to ISOM. And there's a second cover too that I've got. I haven't got the C cover, but I will be giving some copies of this away as well. When I haven't decided what milestone we're going to do it at, but I've got some of these A and B covers we're going to be giving away of ISOM as well. We got Scotty Hawk in the building. Thank you so much for being here, Scotty. I seen you was doing a gaming stream earlier. Hope you're doing well. Lucas Texvenger says, can we go to a members only chat to hear the tea on who we were talking about? I have my ideas. Oh no, well, it was a friend that reached out to me and asked me if the book was, it was Black Angus Reviews. I was talking about him earlier. But yeah, Lucas, we know. Oh yeah, yeah. No, it wasn't. It wasn't. No, it wasn't. It probably wasn't who you're thinking of. Aglax says, "Sure, I get the math, but which of these two stories has a release schedule? Of which ones? Which stories?" Because I absolutely love these streams. Best community. Yeah. That's funny. Don't finish yet. Oh, we got Star Wars MCU-OG with a $5 super chat. Says, been buying old 70s and 80s comics lately. Still enjoy that those era stories. Yeah, absolutely. I'm not. Well, I think you were here earlier, OG, when I was showing off the Moon Knight omnibus I picked up, man. I really do like a lot of like the older shit. Like, I haven't read a lot of the books from like the 60s. But definitely, I really enjoyed the books I've read of shit coming out from the 70s, the 80s. Fucking, that's prime real estate for comic books. I haven't, and I've obviously got some comics from the 90s as well, that I had bought when I was a kid and shit. But for me, I really think, like, and here's the thing is, like, a lot of the shit from like some of the 60s stuff, 70s stuff, 80s stuff, it's kind of like in the Marvel books, it's like some of it's cheesy and a little campy, and stuff like that. And I really like that about it. And, you could easily make an argument about that with some of even the modern day Marvel stuff, but it's just not the same. The writing quality is just not the same. I mean, we can, sit there and talk about, like woke shit or whatever, like whatever. That's really not the issue with most of these books that are coming out nowadays. But it's just like the older shit, man. It's like the storytelling is just there. That campiness and cheesiness is like, it just fucking fits right in. Like it's like a good balance of a lot of things, but above all, it's just great storytelling. And it was funny because I was even thinking about I was just thinking about that, and it's like we don't get a whole lot of that anymore, and I think so much of it is just like a lot of the writing, it just isn't the same. Because even like reading, perfect example I was thinking of, I was thinking, because, like so many people talk about Jonathan Hickman. He's such a popular writer now. Everybody loves Jonathan. Everybody talks about how big-brained and how great Jonathan Hickman is. Like, I haven't read anything from Jonathan Hickman that I read that's like seems big-brained, or anything that I read that I'm like, okay, like this is pretty good, man. I like, it's kind of got some seriousness to it. It's got some cheesiness to it. It's got a little bit like none of anything I've read from him makes me feel like the OG Avengers shit did. None of it makes me feel like any of the West Coast Avengers shit did. None of it makes me feel like the Moon Knight shit did. None of it makes me feel like the original Thunderbolts run does from Kurt Busiek. None of it does that. Like the Jonathan Hickman shit is like, it's okay. And out of a suggestion from somebody here, I recently finished the Secret Wars book, the original Secret Wars from the 80s. I read it. I'm like, man, like even this is fucking good. It's a good storytelling. But then I compare it to, I started reading on Aglax's suggestion. He told me I should read it next. Is the Jonathan Hickman Secret Wars. And I'm reading the Jonathan Hickman Secret Wars. And the thing is, it just reads different. I'm like, it took me a while to read through the original Secret Wars because the storytelling is that much more dense. Like there's just that much more there. Where I'm started reading through the Hickman Secret Wars, and I'm fucking just turning page by page by page. Like it's just going so fast. The writing is just different, and I don't even think it even fucking comes close to what was in the original Secret Wars. So, I think it's just one of the things that is definitely a difference between the old shit compared to the new shit. The old writing compared to the new writing. And that's not to say that Jonathan Hickman sucks, but his writing isn't even on the same fucking playing field as the Jim Shooter Secret Wars. It's just not there. It's not the same. It all reads quick, like that. Where the older shit, it takes a little bit more time. I'm telling you, the stories are a little more dense, and I like that. Yet, they are even more on the cheesy side. A little more campy. But what they were doing back then was just so much fucking better. You know what I mean? And here's the thing is I can tell you it's not even like, people always talk about nostalgia. It's nostalgia, Trinity. You talk about nostalgia. It's not nostalgia for me here because I didn't read fucking Secret Wars when I was growing up. So there's no nostalgia that's bringing me back to my childhood. We're talking about a book I read for the first fucking time compared to a book I'm reading for the first time. And it's just not the same. Now, when it comes to the Hickman Secret War so far, like I can feel like there's more intensity. There's a little bit, like it feels a little more, I don't know, mature, I guess, like a little more like, but at the same time, so far as I've gotten into it, there's shit I don't even know what the fuck is going on. I have no clue what was leading into this or that, where I picked up the original Secret Wars and it's like, didn't need to know nothing. The story started right there. Pretty much these heroes got plucked out of wherever they were and they're here on fucking Battle World and now they're going to fight. Where the Hickman one, like, okay, like, what's going on with the fucking maker? What's Reed Richards? What's going on here? I have no fucking clue. It's like you got to read the shit before it to understand what's going on now. And it shouldn't be that way. It shouldn't, there's nothing wrong with that. But when you're doing something like that, I kind of feel like you shouldn't have to know. I shouldn't have to fucking know what's going on with Reed Richards and why he's being called the Maker and why he's wearing some silly fucking hat on his head and looking like, like the modern Professor Xavier is doing. And they obviously copied that shit, Same writer though, but like, shouldn't have to. Should be able to just jump right in and read the story. But jumping right in, I feel like there's some shit that I'm missing. But that's just if you ask me. Lucas Texvenger with another $5 super chat. Thank you so much. Says, Trinity, where is the best place to send my books to be graded? I have a bunch of X-Men and Daredevil comics from 1991. I know a lot of people talk about CGC. I think they seem to be the biggest and most popular one, CGC, but I know there's also CBCS. But I think CGC seems to be the most like popular one that people go to. And you can send them in yourself. It costs quite a bit. I think they actually have a membership. You can pay for an annual membership so you can send them X amount of books and it's a certain price. They have different pricing tiers. Or you could even maybe check out one of your local comic book shops and they may have an account with one of the grading companies. And they can send them in for you. And if they're good, like at my local shop, they can look at it. They can look at your book and take a look and be like, this is probably going to be a 9.6 or this is probably an 8.0 or what, like they can probably give you a guesstimate of what it's going to be as well. So you'll somewhat know what the value of what you've got is. But like I said, I think, and people have their complaints and what they like about each one of the grading companies. Which for me, I'm not sure if there's another one. I thought there was another one that was starting to come out, but I can't remember who it is. But generally, it's CGC or CBCS for that. And I don't know what each one of those stands for. I don't know what CGC stands for. I don't know what CBCS stands for. But those are the two biggest ones that I know of that people send their books to. Let's see. Scotty says, blood and titties, what's not to like? Yeah, right? Exactly. Lucas says, I like the art on that Isom cover. Yeah, definitely a good cover. I think both of the covers were. I can't wait to see. They're going to be launching the new book. I want to say, is it maybe this week? Is it this week or maybe next month? It's coming up pretty quick. Eric says the Silver Age is awesome. Very campy, but it's fun and mostly self-contained stories in a single issue. I was going to say, and that's definitely something I like about the older stuff. especially like the old school like Avengers books, is you get like the whole book is a single story, start to finish in itself. You don't have to read the next issue to know what's going on. It's a self-contained story, almost like a graphic novel, but they were in single issues. And I think some of them were probably generally more than 20, 21, 24 pages. Generally, I could be wrong. Yeah, action-packed and goofy. Yeah, absolutely. Aglax says Isom versus Meow is what I was talking about. Meow has a regular release, and actually it doesn't really. It doesn't. And Isom released his first graphic novel, and then it looks like he lost Glenn Beck funding. Now is on hiatus. No, it's actually getting ready to come out within the next month. Because I know they made an announcement. I know they've got another announcement they're making on Monday. Another announcement on Monday, which I think I can't remember if the one on Monday is going to be the new campaign already for the new book. And as soon as the new book, they launch that campaign, they're fulfilling instantly. They're not doing like the waiting, getting orders. Like they're fulfilling as it comes in. Fulfilling as it comes in. And Star Wars MCU-OG says, those omnibus editions are a good way to catch up. Have you read Secret Wars 1 and 2 from the mid-80s? Oh, only Secret Wars 1. I haven't read Secret Wars 2. I haven't read 2 yet. I need to see if I can find a trade of it. I know they did have it at Horizon before, but I didn't pick it up. When I bought it originally, I bought the original Secret Wars and the Hickman Secret Wars. I didn't buy I should have bought Secret Wars 2 also, but I didn't. I need to get it though. Scotty says the reveals of Krakoa weren't cool for you. Krakoa was amazing for me. Magneto being a god and acting and acting like it was dope. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I thought House of X and Powers of X, I mean, I thought they were good. They were good, but I mean, like, the thing is, like, like, I hear so many people talk, like, Jonathan Hickman, he's just like, oh, Jonathan Hickman's such this great writer, he's got these big-brained ideas and all this stuff, and, like, when I read House of X and Powers of X, I'm like, it's a good book, I mean, it's good, I own them all and shit, but, like, it's not, like, mind-blowing or anything like crazy. Like, I pretty much see what's going on, and like the end result of what's going on with all the recreation and Krakoa and all that stuff, it's pretty obvious what's gonna happen with Moira at some point. You know, like people are like, it's the 10 lives and all that shit. Like, it's predictable. It's as predictable as anything else. That's, I guess. I just don't get when people are saying like, oh, because I've heard a lot of people talk about how great he is. I'm like, he's good. I mean, he's good. He's certainly better than, I mean, it depends on who and what you're comparing him to, because it's good, especially compared to a lot of the bullshit that is out right now. I mean, it's good compared to that for sure. I mean, if you want to compare any of his books to, I can't say Jason Aaron. I haven't really read any Jason Aaron. But if you want to compare it to, say, fucking Jed McKay, if you want to compare it to Teenie Howard, if you want to compare it to, I would say even compare, like, I would even say James Tynion, but Tynion's work in his indie shit is good. What he did with Batman was good. But, I mean, I would say that Hickman's probably even better than Tynion at some of that. I will say, though, they're good at world building. But, I mean, again, nothing like super, like, where I'd praise them as great. I mean, they're good for, compared to a lot of the people. They're good amongst their peers, and other people out there. But, no, I mean, I thought House of X and Powers of X was pretty good. I mean, it was good. I liked it. Yeah. Hickman is a different read for sure. For sure. I blew through House of X and Powers of X. Yeah. I was gonna say, and that's just the thing, is like a lot of the books nowadays, they're just quicker reads. The way they read, it's just a quick read, as opposed to like a lot of the older stories you get into, and they're really dense and they take more time to get through. I read Hickman during the Pandy. Haven't Hadn't read comics since the Onslaught storyline in the mid '90s. Yeah. Like I said, he's got his writing is good. Again, it's just not, like, he doesn't do any of the, like, he does like more of the serious shit. He don't do some of the sort of cheesy and campy stuff. Like I would like to see a little bit of that, like it doesn't have to all be serious, Magneto straight shitting on humans. I loved it. Yeah. Magneto was like, I like how hardcore Magneto was. Absolutely. It was good. Yeah. Read it through the panty too. Yeah. OG says, I read Secret Wars 1 and 2 in elementary school in the 80s. Also read Claremont X-Men. Yeah. It was more original with them. Hickman kind of built on that. Yeah, definitely. Aglax says, Hickman's Secret Wars enjoyment is uniquely tied to how much Marvel lore you know. Yeah, I was going to say, but that's the thing though, is it shouldn't necessarily depend on that. It shouldn't depend on you knowing. You should, like, on something like that, it should be able to tell the story with the characters. You don't have to know everything about the characters and what's going on. Like, I shouldn't have to fucking know why Reed Richards is being called the Maker and his fucking stupid hat. I shouldn't have to know any of that. It should at least fill you in on that, But it's not a bad thing that you're building on that. So I'm not saying it's a bad thing, but at some point, like I said, the original Secret Wars, you didn't have to know anything about those characters. You could just start right in at Secret Wars 1 and be like, oh, okay, this is pretty cool. I mean, you pretty much learn like the heroes and their powers. And actually, a lot of their powers didn't even really fucking matter, to be honest with you. A lot of it didn't, like, knowing that Wolverine's adamantium claws and his superhuman abilities and healing factor. Like, you don't really need to know that through the story. You see Spider-Man slings webs and he's fast. Yeah. And again, I'm not saying that it's terrible. It's just, there's just, yeah. Oh, man, what the hell? What the hell, man? Okay, there we go. Aglax says, so, new big Avengers movie is going to be Hickman's Secret Wars done in the tone of animated Spider-Man Secret Wars with the goal of selling toys like the first Secret Wars. There you go. That's some of that MCU mystery meat. That's some of that mystery meat. They're taking all the things, throwing it into the fucking grinder, making you a big old mystery meat sandwich. Yeah, it probably will be. But I'm reading it, Aglax, and I'll come up with some theories out of it too. You said you wanted to hear some of the theories and shit. Like I'll come up with some. I can come up with some. But yeah, I think it'll be He says, I'm clipping that. It was dope. I'm a fucking simpleton. Yeah, no, I mean, like I said, I think the original, or I'm not the original, but the House of X Powers, it was good. It set up some cool shit. I think the biggest problem with what he did with House of X and Powers of X is how after it all, like, he was doing X-Men, then he wasn't doing X-Men, then everybody had their stories, and now the stories are fucking, like, it's completely spun out of control. The fucking plane has hit the mountain, on it, and it's like at this point, it kind of feels like it was all for nothing, Kind of feels like it was all for nothing. But the House of X, like, what kicked it off was definitely cool. Luke says, speaking of Spider-Man, how dope does that new game look? I don't care what Josh says. That Spidey Venom suit looks dope. I haven't really seen it. And mostly because I don't really get a chance to game much. So, I know, like, there's games I haven't even fucking completed yet. Like that, what was that last Star Wars one that came out before the Survivor one? The one before that with Cal Kestis? I haven't even finished that. Aglax says, Evil Reed is one of the few people to escape the Ultimate Universe. Oh, okay. Evil. Yeah, I was gonna say, and he seems evil. He seems like not a good guy, you know. So yeah, that's what when I was like, like I don't know, but I mean I feel like when I was seeing how he's being and acting, I'm like, that's just kind of what it seems like Professor Xavier turned into also, and which automatically made me think trope. That's a Jonathan Hickman trope, right? Which is fine, you know. There's fucking comics are fucking tropes out the ass, but I mean, you know, it's, you know, it is what it is on that one. But yeah, holy shit, it's already 10:30. Y'all kept me going this long, man. I gotta go, man. I gotta get to sleep. No, like seriously, I do though. It's been good. It's been a great stream. It's been fun. But I feel like we've had some fun tonight. I feel like we've accomplished something here. I feel tonight. I feel pretty good about that. I accomplished my day. Let's see, how did I do on my day? I woke up this morning. Past couple of days, I didn't really feel like wasn't feeling the bike ride, so I did some other workouts because was it yesterday? Yesterday, like I wasn't feeling the bike ride. I woke up early and I was all dressed, was getting ready to leave the house. I'm like, I'm not feeling it today. And so I was like, but what I am feeling is like I feel like I need to lift some fucking weights. So I woke up and, you know, came out, kind of cleaned up the studio a little bit, and fucking I hit some weights. I did a nice strength training workout. And then today I wasn't really, you know, it was just kind of windy and shitty out this morning. So I just did a cardio workout here in the studio. And then this evening before the stream, I went out for a nice little bike ride. But yeah, so I mean, so far today, what are we at here? 1,329 calories that I burned just through activity. Exercise minutes, I got 83 minutes. I did 9,748 steps today for a distance of 5.52 miles. Not too bad. You know, the one thing that I am trying to do though is increase my sleep and get my sleeping on point. I actually shared a video on Twitter today. One of my favorite channels to watch here on YouTube. It's called High Intensity Health. Mike Mutzel over there does a lot of great videos, a lot of great streams. But he actually even did one one that I kind of believed in for a while. Is he just did this video today? Matter of fact, talking about just like cell phones, TV use, video games and shit like that, just screens in general, and how they affect your sleep and different things like that. Obviously serotonin levels and just the other multitudes of things that it does for you. But one of the things I've been starting to do for me and my kids is no TV, no fucking video games, no fucking phones or anything like that, no devices for 3 hours before sleep. Almost the same as eating, right? Like you eat dinner, bam, that's it. Cut off. Fucking cut off. Eat dinner 3 hours before you go to sleep. Fucking cut off. Fucking TV 3 hours before you go to sleep. Because one of the things it does is, I mean, all the things that it does to your brain and just and how it affects your sleep, I think is a very big deal. And so the video he did today, I'm like, well, I'm for sure cutting out, because like the past couple of days, I started at 2 hours, like no 2 hours. But I noticed even over just the past couple of days, not being on my phone, not having the TV on or anything like that, as leading up to my sleep, is I feel so far like I've had a deeper sleep. And that's good. That's a good thing. But it's just some of the stuff that you should try to avoid. This like all of you sons of bitches here right now. Every single one of you. Aglax, Lucas, Scotty, Jared, all of you sons of bitches, you better not be going to sleep for another 3 hours. You got you got to do it. You can't go to sleep now. Just so it don't affect your sleep. I'm kidding. Naturally, I'm gonna get right off of here and go to fucking sleep too. And I've been staring at with these fucking big old lights and this TV screen looking around. I got the fucking camera pointed at me. So hey, I'm not completely innocent. It's not something you have to do all the time. I mean, occasionally we're gonna, But you know what? Take small steps towards doing some of these things that are good and healthy for you. Help you get a better night's sleep. Help you improve the quality of your sleep. Help you improve the quality of your life and your health. Thank you so much, Lucas Texvenger, for the 26-month member chat. Says y'all have a great weekend. You as well. Who's Josh? Lucas Texvenger says 10:40. Yeah, it's 10:40 here. It's 10:40 here. You know, where you're at, what is it? 10, 11, 12:40? Yeah. 12:40 where you're at. Jared says I need to play that Spider-Man. I need to play Spider-Man 2 yesterday. That gameplay trailer was fire. Yeah. I was gonna say I just seen a quick clip of it. I didn't actually watch the preview or anything. Thank you for that. Yes, my kids don't get it. Yes. Yeah. Right? Yeah. He says I fucked. Yeah. I'm definitely not going to bed for a while. I'm 6 beers in and need to play some Jedi Survivor. No, dude, I just told you not to. You have your couple of beers, have a couple more beers, however many it takes you. You cut yourself off from that TV screen. But not only that, not only does it affect your sleep, but it actually affects like some of your hunger hormones. If you have problems losing weight and all kinds of shit, like I'm telling you, like it all plays into it. I'm just saying, you know, I'm not telling what you need to do with your life, but I'm also telling you that you need to not do that. You need to improve your life, improve your sleep, improve your love life. Your wife will love you for it, but you better tell her to do that shit too. Say, if I'm cutting myself, I'm cutting you off. Well, thank you guys so much for being here today. You all have a good night. Have a great weekend. Have a great Memorial Day weekend. And we'll see you all in the next video and live stream, because I got some videos planned. Later. You better start that new lifestyle today, man. There's no better time than today, Lucas. No better time than today. You all have a good one, man. Thanks for being here.